house. I'm house
Sorry.
looking. No, you're good. It's good. So house looking. So I'm actually like really looking into houses now. So fingers
Awesome.
crossed that I find one.
Hmm.
Yay.
Yes.
And Liz, your hair looks really pretty.
Well,
I was
thank
just gonna
you.
say, I think you've done something different with your makeup
I
too,
like it.
Liz.
Yeah, I like your hair too.
Thank you. Oh, I have makeup on today because after the meeting I have to leave and go do some errands for Mother's Day. So
Well,
that's
you
why you
look
see.
very beautiful.
Aw.
Thank you, ladies.
Yes. Anybody else? Tell us about your week. And if you can't come off of mute, if you put it in the chat, I will make sure we can check the chat too.
This is Laura.
Good morning, Laura.
Good morning. I survived the third to the last week of school.
Woohoo.
It's getting kind of crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, especially in high school because they're like, "Oh no, I have to pass this class to graduate."
They're getting serious, which means you have a whole lot of workload when they were just kind of skipping off earlier, right?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I love them and I can't help myself. I help them
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, wonderful. Well, fantastic. Peggy.
I have a win, and I don't want it to come across as bragging because it's not. Um, for the first time, I am 62. I went into a dealership, picked the car I wanted, picked the features I wanted, got financed on my own, and came home with a car I'm absolutely in love with. And the reason why I share this, my husband and I, we were together 38 years. I was 17, he was 18 when we met. And then he was in the car business for many years. So every 2 years, he would bring me home a new car on a 2 year lease. Okay. I didn't really pick it out. I just was grateful. Well, then I started driving a Mary Kay car. And for over 20 years, I drove a Mary Kay car. And of course, we get the brand new one every 2 years. You qualify. And, but it's picked out for us. And so I mean, I feel like I'm a big girl now. I actually got to get something I wanted. I picked, I did it on my own. And to me, that's a big deal because I always want to be really careful with my finances now that, I don't have my husband and and I'm getting up there and just want to be really careful. And you know what's really cool is Mary Kay's still paying for it.
Woo.
Oh, that's
Peggy, I
great.
love that. And that's not bragging at all. That's exciting news and it's sharing real life. Real life that yes, many times we are. I had my husband buy me many cars. Like not bragging. He was the one who did that. And
Mhm.
but there came a time when he said, "So I bought you a car, you can buy me a truck." And I was actually able to say yes because of our Mary Kay business. So congratulations, Peggy. I love it. I'm so excited for you.
I have product deliveries to make after meeting. That's why I'm starting to get ready for the day this early. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind. I have to drive out to Verado.
You have a very nice car to drive out to Verado in.
And it drives for me at night because I have night blindness. It has lane assist and all that, so it'll really help me. It's just opening up my world.
That is so
Oh,
exciting. That is
that
so
is
exciting.
great. Now you got to tell us what kind of car it is.
The 2026 Kona SEL Sport.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I love it.
I think
I
I've
love
seen a
that.
picture on your Facebook of it.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
the Hyundai. Oh, can I add one more thing in?
Yes.
I know I'm taking up time. I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
remember this from when my husband was in the car business, and I was able to buy the car from my son, Casey, who just started in the car business 2 months ago. He always vowed he'd never do it. And he started in the car business. And so I was able to buy it from him, which was kind of really cool, another little memory. But do you realize when you're sitting down to make your booking calls, okay? And you're so focused on results. Did I get the booking and all that? Do you know that in the car business, and it hasn't changed, they have to make between 60 and 80 contacts, cold contacts a day. And that's just not making that's by phone, text, and email.
Wow.
Think about that. That is required in the industry. And he sold 2 cars the other day in one day, but he only made like 45 phone calls. And so, I mean, his boss let him go on that. He's like, you sold 2 cars. You know, you had a great thing. But he also went through a 3-week stretch where nothing clicked. Nothing clicked. And I kept cheering him. You keep going. Next, 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 next. That old director thing came in and I was directing him. And I'm like, you keep going. You keep going. It will click. You're planting seeds. And then bam, last week of the month, sold 6 cars just in that week. And he's already leading the board at the dealership out of everybody, people who've been in for years in May. He's already sold 6 cars. So it's just proof that you guys, you plant the seeds, you keep going. God will bring the results when and where he sees fit. It's just a great reminder that when we're in sales, you have to remember that. It's next, next. Some will buy, some won't. So what? Next.
That is so true. Oh my goodness. That is so incredibly true, Peggy. And whether it's that you're making 60 to 80, but even if you're like, I'm only going to make 5 or 10, if you do it day in, day out, day over, you're going to have a lot of times where you're getting nothing. The no means next, 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 but then they will come through. Yes. Yes. So Peggy, I'm going to ask you to talk in just a minute again. So you're just going to share lots with us. So, Laura says it's way easier to convince ladies to play in makeup and skincare than to buy a car. That is so true. That is so incredibly true. Kelsey said it was 7 cars as of last night. So wow.
Wow.
Maybe there's one that happened after you had went to bed last night, Peggy, or something.
It must have been because right now, we live together. So I didn't even see him.
Yep.
So,
but
cool.
Still, whether it's 6 or 7, that is so awesome. And Kelsey said she got to see her boy. He came down from college to see his sister's dance recital, and she killed it. I'm so proud of her. That is so awesome. Oh my goodness. And I think I seen photos that you guys had posted online too. So I kind of dropped it there. Peggy, I know Peggy got her buzz kit because she reached out to me, but we want to know, and those of you who earned your minis, they're on the way. We had a little family emergency last week. So my order is here and I'm getting the minis out. But those that earned the full buzz kits, I was able to send them from the hospital direct to consultants, and then I can send privately their other stuff separately is the word I was looking for. So Peggy and anybody else who got a buzz kit, could you guys share a little bit more of your excitement for these new products?
Let's see. Deanne got hers. So I'm not sure if she can come off mute, but maybe she can put something in the comments. She was really, really excited. She's like,
and
I
Laura
can't wait.
got hers. I see Deanne has a bunch of hearts there. I don't know if that was right now or if that was about the car.
That was about Peggy's car.
Okay. And Laura got one. Laura, can you come off mute and share?
Yeah. I haven't tried either of the things yet. So in there was a Lash Lift Panorama Define Plus Lift Mascara. And I haven't tried it yet. And I love the Panorama, so I'm super excited. I'll probably do a video today on that one. And then a complexion sponge, which I don't know. What's the difference between this and our old one? Do you know? I have no idea.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Laura, I don't have one of the old ones. I should have brought it in here. And I literally just used this morning, so it's dirty, but it is, if you can see it.
Oh.
So it's completely different. And when you pull it out of your box, I do have two of them here because I'm going to do a little video, but when you pull it out of your box, it's small like the old one, but it's squishier than the old one. When you pull
Yeah, the other one was hard.
the old one is hard and you had to get it wet in order to use it. This you can use wet or dry. My preference obviously is wet. You can see the size difference, but it is squishy, unlike the old one. But it's just got so many different little guys. I loved the old one. I was like, why are we getting a new cosmetic sponge? I love this sponge. I have like 8 of them. So when I did my order, I had to get a lot more of these for me.
Super cool. And
Yes.
then they sent me samples of the Timewise.
Yes.
Which I had already,
So
but
I
I'm
purposely
thankful.
added them because you guys with CDS, we can add more, we can add samples again. They brought that back for us. Thanks again to feedback. If you guys have feedback, reach out to the company. They need to hear the good and the bad. Sandwich things, share with them. We told them, wait, you took away those and we use it. So my thought was sending you guys samples was that is the perfect thing for you to be able to do with our Tuesday night skincare, to be able to, have a sample to pass it along. It was free. Why not? Right? So, and let's see, Deanne, you are excited to try your foundation today. Yay. So, okay. We have we have a survey and I'm going to share my screen. Now, my unit, I do believe that I sent this out already, but I have not got any emails back. Cynthia and Anna both, Creatively Pink, our virtual assistant, was so amazing, and they took our surveys and created one for Anna, for all of you guys in Anna's unit. So we will be sharing all of the links after meeting. And I believe, and I'll check if it's not the case, if somebody in Anna's unit could let me know if you have gotten the survey link, how's that? Or reach out later if you have not gotten it, because you should have gotten a text about it. So I'm going to share my screen. And I do believe I'm going to change this to be like a dark background on it. But this is what, there we go. This is what you guys are getting. And this is created to give you the information about the new products. And we talked about them last week, and you guys have seen lots, I'm sure, by now. But this is also to share with your customers. So I'm going to walk through with you guys what it looks like across the board. So they can open this on their cell phone or their laptop. It is just simply a link. When Cynthia and I did this at the end of last month, when we could send it to our customers, I think we probably had a 20-25% response rate. Cynthia, would that be accurate?
Yes.
And we both sold about $1,000 in pre-orders. So you guys get excited, because tomorrow, or if you're Arizona and Pacific time girls, you might stay up till 10 o'clock tonight and place your orders. I used to do that when I lived in Oregon. But tomorrow is the 10th. So you can order if you did preferred customer program or were a star. Everyone else can order on the 15th, and prices go up on the 16th. So this simply says, I'm excited about our new product launch. They aren't available online just yet, but I'll be placing my order soon, which means you have the opportunity to get yours as soon as they become available, before it goes live online to everyone. My director has challenged me to have you view the short video and give me your feedback. Thank you in advance for taking a few minutes to watch the video she created to share with you, and check out all the goodies coming your way. I appreciate your feedback. Please take a moment and let me know your thoughts by selecting 1, like it, 2, love it, 3, gotta have it. I can't wait to hear what you think. There's a video literally embedded in it, so it's not a click that they have to go out of and then come back to. I love that feature about this. They're going to, and you guys can watch it, but I'm not going to play it for time's sake today. First name, last name, email, phone number. Most important part, at least for me, my consultant is, because I'm going to get this email, and as soon as it comes in, that's what I look at, who's that consultant, and I'm immediately going to forward it to you guys. I'm not going to be reaching out to these customers unless for some reason you're like, Mary, can you help me? This is simply a tool, and they are tagged inside of my inside of my system as being your customers. So I do not reach out to them. This is really, I took Cynthia's form, and I don't know who originally created it, but Cynthia's been sharing with us that form, a regular piece of paper for years. Like it, love it, gotta have it. And it was something she would get together in person or virtually with people, and she was filling this form out. I put it on this. So I didn't create this verbiage. It shares the new foundation, all the details about it. They click like it, love it, gotta have it. The new sponge, the Fanorama, the new blushes, the new perfume, or cologne, I should say. It's an eau de perfume, but it is for men. Limited edition After Sun. And then these are super important. These are great keys. If you guys are getting this to your customers right now, this is going to kind of alert them about the price increase. So do you want details on the products that are increasing in price on May 16th? Yes, please. Now I'll pay whatever the price is, but thank you. It really lets them be in control to let you know. I don't care if there's a price increase. I'll let you know, whatever. Then you know who to put high on your follow-up list instead of trying to reach out to everybody. If they know, oh, there's a price increase, but I don't care, then you want to focus on those who said, yes, please. I'd love the details on the May look of the month that Mary's wearing in the video and the other 50% off perks. I do think I actually forgot to tell them I was physically wearing the look as I held up the sheet. But that kind of intrigues them, like, wait a minute, she's wearing a look. They might go back and listen again and hear more about the products. But that tells them about the pink perks or Monica's deals if you want to use that one, but it's 50% off item of a special sheet. We don't create it. And for every $50 they spend. Anyways, no thanks. I enjoy paying full price for everything. Yes, please. I always like to know what my options, extra steals, and savings is. And then would you like to enjoy a $300 extra cash in your pocket? Nah, thanks. I have no use for $300 cash. That's kind of a funny, I thought. I'm game. It's simple. It gives me an easy opportunity at 300, or I want to help you and my friends. I'd be happy to share some friends with you so more people can have a chance to win. And then is there anything else that you would like to share? They click tell your consultant what I think, and the email is sent to me. So if you guys would like, you are more than welcome to, I'm stopping my screen share there. You are more than welcome when you get the link, fill it out. And as soon as I get it, I'll forward it to you, making sure you put your consultant is you. And then you'll see exactly what your customers are seeing. Does anybody have any questions?
And this is coming through our email or text?
This is a link. You can choose to add that link in an email. I personally texted all my customers out.
But
And
where do we get it?
We will be putting it, it's all good. We're going to be putting it in. Cynthia, how do we want to?
Oh, I'm going to text it to my team.
Okay.
Just like I did my customers, I text it to them.
I feel like that's the reason for my hesitation is because there are 3 directors in here, so there's 3 links, and I don't want you guys to be confusing and then sending people the wrong, because like I don't have Liz's email. So I would be, if I got emails that said Liz was my consultant, then it's kind of
okay. Well,
so I think Cynthia's right. If we're going to text it to you, and I will confirm with Candace that she has texted all of Anna's girls. And if you don't,
I was going to say, I can text Anna's girls if they send me their phone number in the Voxer.
That works too. And I have Anna's link, and I can share it with you, Cynthia.
So is everybody in Anna's group on Voxer?
So we just need to put our number in the Voxer?
Yeah, and I'll send you Anna's.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just copy and paste it to your customers. So
Okay.
they know about the price increase. That's huge. My customers all got back to me, and not all, but a good majority got back to me and said, thanks for always letting us know
Mhm.
about the price increase. So anyway, so
Yes.
that's in
And
the video too, the
Okay.
price
Yes.
increase. So I'm in Boxerson. You have my number. I have your phone number. Let me see if I have your phone number. Lorelai.
so this also lets you follow up price increases. So do they want the new products to pre-order? Is there additional things they need to reorder before the price increases? The cash drawing, that is something we've shared a few times about. And it's actually way more than $300 now. But if you guys have questions, please let us know. I want to make sure we have time for the rest of all of our training. But this is the cash drawing that you have an option to be a part of. Any appointments from April 1st to June 30th, it costs $10 to join this. You Venmo your director, she forwards it on. And anytime they can be in there countless times. So if you see them 5 or 6 times and they try different products, then they get 5 or 6 entries. And when they share with their friends, they get an extra, it's 3 entries, correct, Cynthia?
Yeah. Mhm.
So, and there is cash drawings for consultants and for customers in that. So, but it also helps with the cruise. If you guys are excited about the cruise and wanting to earn the glasses, the purse, or the cruise, or all 3, it just all kind of compounds and builds. So, and if you're not doing the cash drawing, it does let them know if they're interested in getting together with you. And it'll let you share then about the Tuesday night event, which we're getting to in just a moment. Cynthia,
Okay.
are
I'm
you
just
ready
writing
to?
down. I'm just writing down phone numbers really
That's
quick.
okay. That's okay. So Tuesday is not only the event Cynthia is going to share with, but it is Mary Kay Ash's birthday. So we usually, you'll see a lot of things about Mary Kay Ash's birthday, celebrating it. Cynthia, is there different things you want to add? You can do discounts. I am not one for big on discounts. I love our pink perks, but you guys, we have an amazing product and it is already lower than equivalent pricing. So I'm not one to suggest a bunch of discounts.
Okay.
So Cynthia,
Let's
you want to share
get
about Tuesday?
yes. So I finally have, oh man, ChatGPT took so long to get this picture right. And it has Arizona time and Pacific time. So Tuesday night is skincare with your customers. We recommend that you send them samples. I know this Tuesday is like, what are you talking about? I don't have time to send them samples. Just jump on and see what it's about because we're going to continue it each Tuesday night. So
Mhm.
it's going to be Timewise repair and um, the facial peel, charcoal mask, and the hydrating cream mask, right?
And yes, and the hydrating cream mask. Now, this is something we've been talking about for a few weeks now that we're going to start doing each Tuesday night. And I was shocked when I was sending an order the other day because I didn't realize that the hydrating cream mask is not a sample that I could pay for or do free with the CDS. So I have to send some from here. But when you're doing a CDS order, so when you guys are doing these surveys and they're placing orders, you can add the repair for free, the revealing radiance for free. It costs 40 cents for the charcoal mask. And then they, if you are able to get them a sample of the hydrating one, great. If you don't have samples or if they don't get them fast enough, still invite them to be on. They'll get to see what it's all about. They'll get to hear everything. And then as soon as their products do arrive, they'll get to do it. We're going to do it right along with them. So it's kind of fun.
So the not to put the blame on anybody, but I was waiting for it from somebody else who was supposed to do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get this. I need Chat GPT to get this done. So, anyways, it took Chat GPT a while, but it's done. and you can jump on and see what it's like, and then you'll know every Tuesday night you can jump on. And if they don't have samples, they can still jump on and see what it's about. I have people do that on different events, and then they want to join the following week. So, like Peggy said, just do it.
So I'm going to spotlight. If you guys have questions, feel free to put it in the chat. But I'm going to spotlight Cynthia and I for a moment because we did a little something different. Thank you, Cynthia, for the idea. Cynthia has on one side of her face, she has one of the brand new foundations, and she has a CC cream on the other side. Me, I have the Luminous on one side and the matte on one side, on the other side. So we're curious, can you guys tell who is who? And maybe it might be easier for screen. I'm going to remove my spotlight. So Cynthia is spotlighted big. Cynthia, kind of, give them side to side. Anybody have any ideas on which side of her face has the CC cream and which has the brand new foundation? She's wearing the brand new foundation on one half of her face and the CC cream on the other half of her face. And Cynthia was not excited about the new foundation until she tried it like this. And well, she tried it, period, because she didn't care for the old one. And that's okay. We all have our favorites. So any guesses?
Let's see, maybe if I take my glasses off.
Foundation is closest to the window.
That's what I thought.
And the CC cream away from the window. Is that correct? I see 3 different people saying that. The one you're touching right now, is that CC cream?
This is CC cream.
I think everybody who put that in the chat is right. And that is your foundation.
It's a mud. It does have more coverage, and it just looks really nice. And I feel like I have nothing on, just like with the CC cream.
Weightless. Yes.
Yeah, weightless. So
is that good? You guys excited?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to replace Spotlight for a second. Yes, you're right, Laura. Both sides are gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to replace Spotlight here and let you guys decide on my face which side has luminous and which side has matte. So I got both foundations. They're the same shade, just one is matte, one is luminous.
Luminous is on the side of the outlet over there.
Over here?
That's what I think. Yeah.
That is correct. Yep. You guys are all even, Laura, in the yes. This is the luminous. This is the matte. Same exact skincare, everything all the way through. This was Cynthia's idea. She did this yesterday to somebody in an appointment or on a live or something.
Facebook party.
Yes. And so I was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. And you guys, I'm really surprised and shocked. And I demoed always matte foundations. I'm an oily girl. I'm more normal now, but I'm more. Anyways, Lori Hogg was sharing about doing like everything in luminous. And I thought, what? But I'm really, yeah, Peggy, I was like, I'm not so sure about that. But this was like, wow. It really just kind of, I'm totally missing the words right now. But it's like light diffusing.
Welcome to my world.
So Peggy wants to say something, and then we're going to share a video to train you guys some more. Yes, Peggy.
I have a question. Since you are oily and I'm oily, and I'm assuming that you're normally wearing the matte, correct?
I've always worn matte. So wearing the luminous, I'll be wearing it more and more.
I'm wondering, what is the oil control on the matte? Is it better?
I absolutely love it. Okay, so I should be able to like spin you guys around and show you, but we have
I was wondering the same thing because I've toned down a lot since I have gotten older, but I am in the summer still oily. And I get concerned about wearing the luminous. I don't need any help in that area.
So I have a couple of tips for you guys. Finishing spray is a must. We no longer have oil mattifier. But this
I stocked up on that stuff.
Yep, but hang on. This mattifying moisturizer is the new oil mattifier. You get a lot more of it too. And it does work pretty well. Now, Peggy, in answer to your question is, like a week and a half ago, we were out there. We had built the 3 gable end trusses for our house, and they are so high up in the ground or in the yard, in the air. Goodness, I can't even talk, ladies. You too can be a Mary Kay sales director. But they're going to be so high up that it was silly to try and put the end truss in and then add the siding and then get up there and properly paint. So we sided those 3 trusses on the ground and we're painting them. We were out there in the heat. I had used the matte because I didn't have the luminous, so I hadn't even tried it yet. I had used the matte and I was sweating. And I was like, oh, and I was trying to be careful, kind of blotting with my shirt because I didn't have anything else, blotting my skin. But I thought, I'm going to go in tonight and there's going to be no makeup left on my face. And I was blown away when I used our micellar water and my little cotton round, and all my makeup was still on my face. Like I could see it in the mirror too, but I also figured, well, maybe I'm just, used to what my skin looks like whatever. But I was absolutely blown away, Peggy. The sweat proof and humidity or resistant and the humidity resistant that the matte had.
Okay, good. Because yesterday it was 104 here.
Mm-hmm.
And we go up to 120.
Yes.
And I'm just nervous.
Yep. I understand. And this is a new foundation. And we got funny, a memory popped up the other day. It was May 2019 when we got our new foundations last time. So we have had these since 2019, and we've kind of gotten used to them. And so coming into summer, it's a little bit scary, but I'm excited. And Peggy, I'm going to actually be wearing more of the Luminous after seeing this result, because I feel I look so lifted over here. So I'll know how this is going to react in the weather. And I've got it lifted, but I could add translucent powder. I didn't add any powder today to let you guys see. But guys, I have a 25-minute amazing training on this foundation to be sharing. And so I'm going to share my screen, put in the comments if you have questions, and we'll be able to answer them, but I don't want to share sound.
Okay. And we should go off video, right?
If
and
you
then
guys,
Courtney, is she on Anna's team? I think so.
Okay, there we go.
Decisions, and then I make it right. And that was so profound for me. It's like those kind of questions that we get all of the time. And I was really thinking about it in terms of how do we teach how to match foundation with this new and exciting Mary Kay Foundation launch? And what Macy said was, I don't make right decisions. I make decisions and then I make it right. And that was so profound for me because it's like, I have been hemming and hawing. Like, I don't know, I could go this direction. I could teach foundation matching how I've always done it, but yet with this new line, it isn't really conducive to that. I mean, I have gone back and forth, I'm sure some of you have too. And so I've made a decision. And so I'm going to share my decision with you. And I hope that this blesses you because I did make up a fun little framework to help consultants match foundation. If this content blesses you, please like and subscribe on this video and to my channel. And let's talk all about how we're going to teach our consultants how to do this. Okay, so let's start with actual product knowledge about the new foundation. So if you haven't heard and you don't know anything about them, I have a fun little standalone video that I have put inside of this video so that you can see a little bit of info about these exciting new foundations and, as a little teaser, my initial reaction to trying it for the very first time. So here we go. Let's start here. 36 shades of amazing. Okay, so Mary Kay's new foundation comes in 36 IntelliMatched shades to every single skin tone. I have never had a skin tone I couldn't match with this amazing any of our Mary Kay foundations, quite frankly. They are very shade inclusive, and I absolutely love that about the company. Also, this new foundation comes in 2 different finishes, a matte finish and a luminous finish. This is what the actual tube looks like. So matte is mattifying if you have more oily skin, and if you like that hydration, that glowing glass skin look, you're going to be using the luminous. Pro tip, I'm just going to add this in here quick. I personally believe that everyone and anyone over 35, unless you have extremely oily skin, should be using Luminous. It just makes you look younger. It deflects light out of, fine lines, wrinkles, imperfections, that type of thing. So definitely consider using the Luminous if you haven't and you're over 35.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart?
Another new fun perk of this new foundation is the needle nose tip. Look at this. That makes it really easy to apply the foundation directly to your face or to your brush and just get the precise amount. It's just a little tiny bit. Also new packaging. I absolutely love this kind of like a rose gold look to our new foundations. It's extremely modern. And so I want to tell you a little bit about these. So again, 36 shades, I said that already, powered by IntelliMatch technology, which is a newer thing. It's part of our AI Foundation Finder tool. So if you're like, okay, if you watch this video and you really are loving this foundation, we have an AI tool that you can use directly on our marykay.com websites where you can get matched. And starting on May 16th, you can get matched with this new foundation. It won't be up there until May 16th. We're just talking about it early because we are so excited about it. So before I go into more of the benefits of the actual product, I would love to entertain you for a moment with a live video of myself. So I decided I'm going to get my reaction in real time to the very first time I even open the foundation and try it on my face. I was at a conference in January and I got to put a little bit on the back of my hand and I was blown away by how it felt. It felt like a second skin. It felt smooth, like there was nothing on my skin. It just felt like a new skin. It felt so good. Could not wait to put this on my face. And so here we go. My real-time, real-live reaction to the first application of this foundation. Okay, I'm documenting this in real time. I am in my bathroom, no special lighting besides the light that's really ugly on my ceiling. I wanted to give you my real-time reaction to the new Mary Kay Timewise foundation. It is, I think it's April 12th, I don't know, somewhere mid-April. And they sent me a buzz kit with some of the products. And so they did have my shade, allegedly my shade, just reciprocal from our old foundations. If you're using our old foundation, there are reciprocal shades. And I don't have the Luminous. I normally would do Luminous, but I'm gonna try the matte. So I have Mary Kay appointments today, all day, and we're gonna see how this wears and how it covers. It has this great, like little needle nose situation. I've never tried this on my face, so I thought it would be fun to kind of get my reaction in real time. I have no idea if this is the amount I should be using. It's probably way too much, but you know what? Go big or go home. So here we go. And I did all my usual skincare over top. Wow, okay, so that's some coverage. Wow, okay, that's fun. I was hoping this would be more coverage because we've gotten such like a lighter coverage thing and then you end up using more concealer and okay. Now this is the test because I have more sun damage on this side of my face. You can kind of see this spot. I've got some, I don't know why. It's not the driving side. I don't know, maybe it's from passengering. And I'm just using our liquid foundation brush. Just what I normally use. Wow. Look at that, you guys. Normally I have to like put a bunch of concealer to cover up that spot. Does not feel heavy. I mean, feeling wise, it feels kind of what I remember our old foundation being. So it doesn't feel, I mean, as it's going on, I haven't touched, ooh, that felt kind of good. Wow, okay, so that's just like, I'm sorry, I just like, I haven't tried this before and I'm really impressed. Like, coverage-wise, wow, like I normally have to sit and like go like this and then I get my concealer and I put concealer here to conceal out that part, but I feel like one light layer of this and I'm good to go. And to be honest, like, even though this is the matte formula at first glance, I can still see, if you can see the light kind of hitting it. Still got some dew, still got some of my natural dew. I can't wait to see how this wears today. I'm gonna come back, actually, I'm gonna check in throughout the day. That's a good idea. I'm coming up with this in real time, which is always fun. And I'm gonna see how I like this, but so far I'm like, wow, this is gonna cut my makeup routine time in half just based on the coverage and the feel. So yay! I came back here because I am freaking out. Like with my team, I'm like, oh my gosh, Mary Kay did it again, oh my gosh. You guys, look at these before and after photos. No filters on either of these. This foundation covers. Like, I don't have any concealer on right now. It is literally a light, you saw me put it on. The layer of foundation I put on, and it's not, like, it feels like my skin. I don't feel any texture, any cakiness, any thickness. I don't even think I have anything on my face. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, I have not freaked out about a product like this. I don't even know the last time I freaked out this much. Maybe the Barrier Restore, because that's kind of a really cool product. But this is, like, my age 2 darker things are completely covered. This is a game changer. Super excited. That's all I can say for now.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
So as you can see, I was freaking out literally that entire day. I was in my team group, I was in my customer group, freaking out about the coverage. That coverage level, talking in all caps. I could not believe that in one application, I got the same coverage level that I got when I was using foundation, concealer, and powder. I got that in one application of this new foundation. That is a game changer, especially for any ladies who have redness, sun damage, freckles, all the things that we want to cover. And it just looks so good. It feels so good. In fact, I have a friend who uses really expensive foundation from another brand. It's like $60 foundation. This foundation looks way better than that. It doesn't separate on her face. She looks so good. She's impressed. Like I really, really am excited about what this is going to do for Mary Kay as a brand, but also for customers out there who are looking for something that really covers the imperfections and stuff on their face. So it's a lightweight, buildable coverage. It's medium to full coverage. Okay, so if you're looking for super sheer, super light, we have other products. We have CC cream. We have other things for that. But this is a medium to full coverage. And I am finding the industry is kind of trending in that way. And just like makeup trends in general, yes, people still want to look like themselves, which is why I love how this looks like your second skin, but they want that second skin to look really flawless. So here is what we get with this Mary Kay product. Even in, you guys, this is humidity and sweat resistant. It is so good in the humidity and the heat. And again, it's in a matte and luminous, so smooth, natural, all day wear. In terms of ingredients, it has Mary Kay's Timewise 3D Complex, which is a combination of resveratrol, which is a triple antioxidant. It's the same one that's in red wine. That's kind of cool. And vitamin B3, which is kind of like a brightening agent, and then an age-defying peptide. So you're getting your anti-aging in this amazing second skin coverage foundation. And then the needle nose precision applicator, which helps just kind of eliminate waste. So, and you guys, this is pigmented. You don't need very much. When I did that video, there was not a whole lot of foundation going on in terms of the quantity used. So excited about this foundation. I hope you enjoyed that video of me freaking out about the new foundations. So now you have the gist of why this is such an exciting product launch. So what I want to talk about first is, why do you want to gain the confidence in this new launch? And here's what I love. These foundations are probably going to be around for years and years. So if you learn it right away and you get on this right away, you're going to have a piece of knowledge in your toolbox that you can take with you for years and years to come. So that is reason one why it's important to learn how to match these. The second reason it's important, I have said this for years. Yes, if you are a new beauty consultant, you can use the CC cream that comes in your kit. It is so easy to match. It's very light, light to medium, medium to deep, deep and very deep. Anybody can figure that part out. So you might say, well, why wouldn't I just keep sampling CC cream? Well, here's why. If you want to increase your reorder business, I have always believed in helping women find the best foundation for them that covers. Okay, I find that's what most women want. I love CC cream too. I have lots of customers on CC cream. But I'm telling you what, most women can go to a store and figure out if they're very light, light to medium, medium to deep, deep, or very deep. Whereas finding a big girl foundation in their undertone, in their depth, is a lot more difficult. And so once you find a customer, match her perfectly, she will be your customer for life because she loves that foundation. So I think if you are more excited about reorder business, about really helping women find that elevated looking foundation, it is so important to learn how to match. There's a lot of opportunity here to just really advance your skills. So when I was sitting in my office trying to figure out how to teach this and how to make it easy, I just want to share this in the front, and I see it through a lens of 3 different things. Okay, so the first lens, and we're going to make this a little fun because it's just more fun to be fun. The first lens is through the lens of a brand new beauty consultant. She's fabulous. She's excited. I just found these in my office drawer and thought they'd look cool for this portion of my video. But a new consultant, okay, because here's what I want to impress upon you. I don't believe, okay, you can believe what you want to believe, but I don't believe we can teach foundation matching the way that we have in the past, because I don't know how a new consultant would grasp that. And in the past, we've helped people find their undertone, their shade depth. The foundations were coded to if they were cool, neutral, warm. They're not coded that way anymore. And so I was thinking of it through the lens of a new consultant, and how is she going to feel empowered and confident to see through it? Now, the other lens is people that I call color outsiders. Okay, and I'm going to go in more depth with this. Color is hard. Okay, some of us have it. Some of us can just see color. We can see undertone. You could teach us a workshop on color and we instantly get it. And then other of us just feel like it is this foreign language. Like, what are these people talking about? You have maybe been in Mary Kay for a decade and you still, for the life of you, cannot figure out undertone. You don't see color in the same way that other people see color. Maybe, like, I have a very art mind, and so I've always understood color. It's always been easy for me to look at someone and know their undertone. I'm going to take these off because they're distracting. They're so cute. But maybe you're not that person. Okay, so how are we going to teach a color outsider how to do this? So that was the second lens that I saw my framework and how I'm going to teach this through. And then the third one is, how is it going to look to our clients? Okay, because so far, and I'm not saying this is wrong, but so far I've seen different ideas of, like, I don't know, one idea I've seen floating out there is taking a shade matcher like this and punching holes in it, and then you hold it up to their skin to see what's going to match. But y'all, you know what the problem is with that? It's a cute idea. I don't hate it. But depending on, okay, I used to actually work in printing and photography. Depending on, was the screen calibrated, who printed the paper, can actually change the colors of things. So while the company sent me this copy, if you actually print it on your own computer, it's going to change these shades. And so I don't really see that as a viable option. Also, how's that going to look to a client? Like having to hold it like a paper with little holes in it, and you're trying to like peek through it and figure out their tone. And so I just want to give you an idea of where I'm coming from and what I decided. So this is what I have come up with to help you. It is an acronym called GLOW. We are going to help our clients glow. We're going to glow. Everyone's going to glow. Okay. So the acronym is GLOW, which is so fitting for this new and amazing foundation. Okay. So this is how I'm going to teach my consultants. And as I created this thing called GLOW, I was like, wow, this is kind of like the scientific method. All those years of science in school is actually paying off in my life, where you make a hypothesis and then you gather data and then you test the data and then you explain why, the conclusions were drawn, all that. So it kind of follows a scientific method, but that's boring. So we're going to glow instead. So G, okay, so this is what I'm going to teach. And this is what I'm teaching you today on how to match this foundation. G stands for gather. Okay, G is gather. So you're going to go and do appointments or virtual, in person, and your first step, and you could do some of this ahead of time. I have ideas for that, but is to gather. Okay, so what you're going to gather is you're going to find her undertone to the best of your ability. At least try to guess. Is she a warm undertone, a cool undertone, neutral, olive? You're going to try to guess. Okay, because I do believe there's power in learning that, and some of it is just looking at faces and seeing it. Like warm is like a fire, like fire colors. Cool is like iceberg colors. And some people can, lean one way or the other, and that's neutral. And so looking at undertones. So there's different questions that you can ask people, right? You can ask, when they go in the sun, do they burn easy? Do they burn and then tan? Do they just tan? If they just burn, they're going to be a cool undertone. If they burn and then tan.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Then it's like a yellow, kind of neutral undertone. And then if they tan only, it's for sure a warm or an olive undertone. Now that is obviously not like in all cases, in all spaces, but it is a starting point. You can also look at the veins in your wrist, and if they're blue, you have a cool undertone. If they're green or olive looking, then it's a warm undertone. If you have olive and blue, then it's neutral, like you could go either way. That's another way. But I just want you to, like, in your mind, you're not necessarily like telling your client this, but you're just looking at her and you're thinking, okay, is she warm, cool, could she go other way? I would just determine, even if you can just pick out warm or cool, it's helpful. Okay, we're just gathering a little bit of data. I know this is so sciencey, so that later we can compare and make sure that what we're finding is correct. The second thing I want you to look at, is she ivory, is she beige, or is she bronze? Okay, so she ivory, beige, or bronze. So that's depth. That's how dark or light her skin is. Most people, just fun secret that I have found in my 20 plus years of being a beauty consultant, think they're way lighter than what they are. So if you ask someone what your skin tone is, she's going to tell you she's ivory and she's probably a dark beige. That's just how it goes. So you can't ask someone that. You have to look at her skin and do that. So next time you're walking around Target, just, silently in your mind, okay, ivory, that probably beige. Yep, she's definitely bronze. Deep bronze, you could even go because it's a continuum, right? There's the lightest of ivories over here and the deepest bronzes over here. Where does she fit in that continuum? Because again, we're just gathering pieces so that we can compare later. So G is gather. So undertone, and just in your mind, you're just going to do this. Now you could get a photo ahead of time of her in your coaching. That could be a way to do it ahead of time, or you can just do it on the spot. It's up to you. Okay, L of glow. G is gather. L is leverage. I believe this is how the company wants us to match foundation in 2026 and beyond. They want us using the AI Foundation Finder tool. Okay, so I am going all in. I do believe, okay, I don't have any sort of evidence to support this, but I believe that when the AI Foundation Finder tool came out, that it was optimized for this foundation because they already knew back then that this was being made. And so I am excited to see that. It doesn't drop until May 16th on our websites, but I'm excited to see that. Now, I do believe that it's going to be optimized. I believe it's going to be good. It's going to help us, right? So we can scan people. Again, you could do it on the spot at your parties, or I'm going to do it as part of my coaching. One of my coaching texts is going to be, if you would like to have a professional foundation match at your appointment, please do this ahead of time and send me your result. Okay, so you could take care of this all ahead of time. It does not have to be on the spot, but it could be. So I'm excited about that. So this is how you're going to leverage the tools. I believe that because Mary Kay is calling things light 1, light 2, light 3, medium 1, deep 15, whatever, that this is how they expect us to teach matching foundation. Again, it passes the new consultant lens test, right? I gotta put these babies back on. It passes the new consultant lens. It passes the color outsiders lens, and it looks really professional to our clients. So it gets a 10 out of 10 in my book, but it is AI. Okay, my husband is like a computer guy, and he uses AI a lot in what he does, but he's like, you know what? Sometimes it's not right. Okay, so we're gonna leverage it. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna look at what it's telling us, but we are still the human beings in charge, people. So we can take what we have gathered on the front end. That's why G is first. We're going to gather, we're going to leverage, and then the O is we are going to observe. Does this align with what I'm seeing? Does what the Foundation Finder tool is telling me what I saw when I gathered? Okay, is that telling me the right thing? Now, this is where we have some options here. So first off, when you use the Foundation Finder tool, it does give you 3 options. 3 possible matches. It puts a star inside of the shade circle that it believes is the perfect match. So you're going to look at that little star in the shade circle and go, okay, is that what I would, is that in the realm? Now, this is where you could use a chart that has different undertones, on it to help just kind of, again, we're just making sure that the AI is right because we are in charge. Okay. You can tell I watched too much Terminator growing up. So we are in charge. And so at an appointment, this might be where you take those 3 shades. If you are a color outsider, you cannot figure it out. You're like, I don't even know, girl. I couldn't even look at this. I don't even know undertone. Can't figure it out. Perfect. Take the 3 shades the AI Foundation Finder tool did, and you do a stripe test on the side of their face right here. I like to do it kind of back here. Again, I don't like shade matching. The only other place I've heard you should shade match is like here, because this skin is lighter because you have, kind of like a lip here that's shading that area so it doesn't get as dark. But usually I like to put the 3 things right on the side of her face in a stripe, not super thick. Sometimes when y'all make the stripes, you make them too thick, and then you can't tell which one is blending with her skin the best. Okay, so O is observe. So you're gonna know. And here's what's cool, you guys. At first, it's gonna feel hard, like even for me, because with our old foundation line, I had put it on so many faces that people from all over the country would send me photos and say, what color is she? What color is she? Because I gotta look at someone, I knew exactly what foundation shade from ivory to bronze. I could do that with our old foundation line. This is a new line. I have to relearn all of it, but it's good. Like I'm going to put it on a bunch of faces in my first 30 to 60 days. And by the end, I would say by the end of June, I'm going to feel really confident. I bet I'm going to be at the point where I can just look at people and know what shade she is. So that is super exciting. So it's going to feel like hard at first, but then once you put it on some faces, it's going to get easier and easier. And that's why we're doing this glow. Okay, so you're going to gather, you're going to leverage, you're going to observe, and then the W is you are going to walk through. Okay, so W is walk through. This is where you as the beauty consultant get to position yourself as the person in charge who knows what they're doing, not the AI is in charge, I'm in charge. And I would say, the foundation finder tool suggested these 3. I put them on your face. I really want to try one more shade. Is that okay with you? Just to make sure. Or the obvious one. You're like, oh yeah, girl, this one in the middle, the one that it starred is right. I just like to be a great consultant and make sure that is the right shade for you. You might explain to your customer, like, here's why it picked this shade, because you have a warm peachy undertone, and look at this, your shade is that exact thing, on this chart is a warm peachy undertone. So again, you're solidifying your findings that you gathered, that you leveraged, that you observed, and you're just doing a little quick walkthrough with the customer about why you selected this shade. And she is going to be like, wow, like this is a professional foundation match, but you guys, because it is, you used a tool, you leveraged a tool, you observed, and now you're explaining the why. And I don't know about y'all, but when someone explains the why behind how they got to something, I am so much more sold out than when someone is just like, oh yeah, this is you right here, because they've been told this is you right here, and it was not them. It was too light. It was the wrong undertone. I mean, I even told myself for many years, wrong shade, wrong undertone. So you're going to look, it's just going to give you so much confidence seeing their reaction to how you professionally match them. And that is really, really exciting. So I want you to take a glow challenge with me for a second. For your first 30 to 50 days beyond when you see this video, I want you to get as many faces as you can. Use this glow kind of framework acronym and test.
Our bookstore is like a portal.
It's neo-Victorian, it's steampunk.
And we wanted our Wix website to be too.
Okay, ladies. Oh my gosh. Oh. My screen still had that up in the background. All right. What did you guys think? Thank you for stopping your video. That way we could have the best video there. I didn't feel like we could easily replicate what Emily had already done, and she said we were welcome to share it with you guys. So did you know that 80% of women are wearing the wrong foundation shade? Peggy's shaking her head yes. We see some of them in the grocery store. Sometimes we may be them ourselves, especially when we're trying these new ones. But I encourage you now that the Foundation Finder tool will not be saying the new foundations until the 16th. If you or your customer go right now, it's going to give you the current foundation, the current Mary Kay 3D foundation with the conversion chart. And I have another one that I will drop in our Voxer and in our Facebook group that somebody took the time to take all those colors off of it. So it's very clear and easy to read. If you want to print it out and you don't want to have a bunch of color, because that could be wrong too, it's easy to do that. So I will drop that in there. Does anybody have any questions? Peggy.
I was watching a video yesterday from Tandy Fisher that she did in Pajama Graphics. And one thing, I loved her script and I've written it down. I can't wait to order tomorrow so I can start booking foundation matching appointments. So I can get good at this. And one thing she suggested, and I'm going to follow suit, I'm going to offer my customers a foundation primer for doing this with me.
Ooh, I love
And
that.
yeah, and what she said is, because she's already started, okay, doing it, what she's finding is, I mean, she's getting together for the appointment, matching, but in conversation, how are things going with your skin? Are you having any issues? Let's talk about that while we're together. She's ending up with $50, $150, $200 appointments because the tool, the foundation, is providing the opportunity to get in front of your customers. So my last order I ordered some more foundation primers, and you write it off on your taxes. And if I believe we should give them a gift of some kind for taking their time with us so we can get good. So
I love that. Peggy, will you share the script with us?
Yeah,
okay,
I will.
awesome.
I'll put it in the group. Let me
Thank
write that
you.
down.
And you guys, if you're gonna, I'm gonna run with something like Peggy's doing, because everybody has, yes, Laura, PCP, you can order tomorrow, or Arizona and Pacific Girls. If you're like me, when I lived in Oregon, I stayed up till after 10 o'clock and I ordered at 10 o'clock, like 10:01. So foundation primer increases on the 16th. So if you're going to do this and you're doing them in person, you might go ahead and get a bunch more at the lower price. Peggy's right. We get to write it off on our taxes. And you guys, it's taking the time to visit, to get to know them and to build those relationships with them. And then they feel even more blessed when you are giving them a gift. It shows that we care too. We miss things on Facebook. Facebook is great to learn things, but we and stay connected, but we don't always get to stay connected because the algorithm is constantly changing, and I don't see things that my customers post all the time. So getting to actually get to visit with them and learn what's going on in their life can really make a difference. Okay, I know we're over, but yes, if anybody has to go, thank you. But Laura, please share.
You said we're going to start every Tuesday doing skincare virtuals? Sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Now, Tuesdays we are doing repair, because we can always talk about we'll talk about all the skincares, but we'll be demoing the repair. I personally will also be doing another night of Miracle. So if you guys are like, hey, I need to join in on Miracle, then let me know. My reasoning is because I have customers who the repair, like me, when I started the repair, my skin was way too oily. I had to baby step myself into it. So if I would have fully tried it, I'd have been like, no, thanks. So I'm going to do the Miracle set. And there's price points. I do know some of my customers cannot do that one. So I want to show them one that they can get excited about from the get-go. But the repair is, I absolutely love it. I think you guys have seen my before and afters of my hands. It is absolutely amazing. So
I screenshotted, I didn't get the first one, but I screenshotted Emily Schuette's face on one of those.
Yes.
If you want, I think I might be able to paste it in here. Let me see. It might let me. Haha, it did.
Can you post it in the unit group?
Probably.
Yes, please. Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you would post that, that is amazing. My girls, when I sent the text yesterday, the photo that I used was half with nothing and half with the foundation, like the little pic collage that I did. And Analia, you're interested in the Miracle set. So reach out to me later on and I will, I'll get that for it. I'll get that information for you also. Yeah. So.
All right. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, you guys, this has been an amazing morning. I hope you guys are super excited about these foundations. I know Cynthia was the biggest, I think, excitement of it, because she's like, I didn't like the 3D foundations. I have CC girl, and I have a lot of girls that are on our 3D foundations we've had since 2019. So I was like, well, I'm kind of excited, but I've also got this huge customer base to transition over. And Cynthia's like, almost all my girls are on CC cream, but she is so sold and excited. And you can see it in her skin there, the difference. So thank you guys so much for being a part of our morning, and reach out anytime you need anything.